Welcome to episode 1 of the Ed and Claire podcast. Or Ed and Claire do a podcast, right? That's us. So in case you don't know who we are, I mean, hopefully you do, right? Because it's all family and friends that are subscribing at the moment. I hope maybe some honest, random people who we really appreciate. Keep liking and subscribing. Should know who we are, right? Or at least have an idea about who we are. So why don't we just start off? Just let's introduce ourselves. Do you want to go first, Claire?
Sure. So I'm Claire, and I am the wife of this lovely man over here.
That's the nicest thing you've said for quite a while, actually.
Well, we are being filmed.
Yeah. And I guess I am Ed, and I am the husband of the wife over there. And how long have we been married for now? 3 years? 3 years and a couple of weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we thought we'd try and do this. Well, no, let me take a step back. So was it a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it, that we were sitting in the bedroom and were we arguing or were we joking about something? I don't remember now.
I don't know. It was something funny. It was something really funny.
It was.
And ridiculous. And
I had this stupid idea. And I'm an ideas person, right? So for context, I'll come up with gold, right? But I won't do anything about it. But what I come up with, it is mwah.
Oh, okay, yep.
I come up with some serious gold.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. But I don't do anything about it one bit. It's like, wouldn't it be great if we filmed a podcast? Let's do this, because it was just whatever we were talking about was just so ridiculous. Wasn't it? That I was like, this should be on camera. This is just so ridiculous.
And here we are.
5 weeks later, we're now filming episode 1 of our podcast.
Thanks to me, the wife that makes all the dreams come true.
So this is probably why I think that I could be quite a successful person, but I'm not, because I have all these ideas and I don't do anything.
Well, no, you were just waiting for me.
Just waiting for you to come along,
just waiting for me
to do what I came up with.
No, you were going to go down that path. Just watch yourself.
No, you have good ideas too. You do.
That was my idea in the end. You were only thinking, when you said podcast, you were thinking audio.
Well, I hadn't envisaged sitting in the front room of our house, right? This is just the front room of our house.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here surrounded by 3 cameras, blaring lights, gone through so many configurations of what this room is. We've almost got divorced over the configuration of this setup here. Quite a few times, right? It's
been pretty full on.
It's been really, really intense.
Massive learning curve.
Yeah. But you've done an amazing job.
Aww.
To actually get us to where we are today. It's amazing.
Why can't you say that off camera? Why do you have to wait until now?
Well, nothing like having a bit of pressure to share your true thoughts and feelings about something.
Oh, I love you so much.
With our 44 subscribers. So, I guess everyone's tuning in, which is great. But I think everyone would probably want to know what they're going to be listening to or what they're going to be watching over the next couple of weeks and what we're going to be doing. Do you want to give us some updates?
Yeah. So, I'll tell them what I was hoping was not going to happen, is that this wasn't going to turn into a you teasing me show.
No. No, we'll keep that behind closed doors.
But yes, so we're both married second time round. So that's going to be...
I was going to say, we covered that at the start. We were both married to each other. But yes, there was previous relationships as well there, wasn't there?
Yep. So we definitely we've got a blended family, and we are learning to try and mesh those families together in the best way. Yeah, and it's like it's been longer. I mean, we've only been married for 3 years, but it's probably 4.
We've been together for 5 years this month.
And still working on that. But I think we've sort of worked out how to live with each other. But that's for another episode. But that's definitely going to be part of the things that we talk about. Just having fun with each other too, I think. Trying to make this marriage work.
Well, yeah, no one wants to go for number 3, do they? I don't think I'd bother again.
No, that's right.
And we both come from a Christian background, right? So, we've got our views and we've got our experiences that we're bringing into this blended family, this relationship that, you know, add a whole nother level to and layer to things, don't they?
Mm. Yeah. And also, I mean, you're British from Jersey, not English. Do not call him an Englishman.
Yes.
And me being South African, and somehow we're living in Tassie together with our kids. So that's also going to be an interesting sort of conversation to have down the track. Mostly, I mean, I know I'd be talking about apartheid and experiences growing up in that side of things. Yeah. If we go into deeper conversations like that, we'll try and keep it fairly light, I think.
I was going to say it, yeah. That wasn't, I'm not sure that was on the list of heavy topics to get into the terrible
no, I think
divides in South Africa.
Excuse me, you've got a bigger one. Yours is Jehovah's Witness as well, which is a really interesting conversation to have too.
Yeah, so that's an interesting one. So I was raised in a family of Jehovah's Witnesses with, you know, very, very strict upbringing as well. And there's still some things that, you know, everyday things that, although I've been out of it for a very, very long time, 10 years plus at least for me. All these little things are just, these little gripes like Christmas and birthdays and all that. It still doesn't feel quite right. And I don't think it ever will just because of that upbringing. It's a real strange thing. So yeah, it's even having different sort of views on things and a level of comfort as well, which is very interesting. Whereas you're all for it. Yeah. And I'm like, you know, do we have to have a wreath on the front door? And does the Christmas tree have to go up in September? Whereas
it's not that bad.
You don't even want to box it away. You just want to keep it there the whole time, right?
Yeah, and I mean, even just singing happy birthdays, blowing candles out on the cake, birthday cakes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's a very interesting one. So I think that when we do get to those episodes where we do delve maybe a bit deeper into that sort of stuff, we'll have some interesting views on what just how we see things, right? And how those differences, whether they work together or whether they combat each other. Yeah, that's the interesting
Well, I guess
part.
also then there's our personalities as well, type A, type B, would you call it? You being A and me B.
I don't know what that means.
So it's sort of the neurodivergence personalities, neurotypical.
Yes.
For you, and a bit more on the spicy side for me.
Yeah, so I'm a bit of a reserved person. This is a lot for me to even go and do this, right?
I mean, this is a reserved person.
little bit reserved, a little bit on the quiet side, but I try not to show it. I mean, I you know, when I'm at work, I don't show it. When I'm playing football, soccer, hopefully I don't show it. I try and protrude a bit of confidence and all that, but I'm a very, very reserved, quiet person. Doesn't like put myself into these situations.
How have you got yourself here?
Well, that is your doing. Like I said, I come up with the gold and you make it happen. So that's why I don't normally do these sort of things.
This is pretty wild for me too. Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely something. Yeah.
So, how have you found working with me on this podcast, setting the whole thing up?
This podcast project.
Yeah.
It is interesting because we do have a lot of different ideas about things. I think that you're extremely practical in getting stuff done. I mean, like I said, you've made this whole thing and it's amazing. Whereas I am very much, you need to do it this way. And then I'll go out the house and do something else and leave it to you.
Drive me crazy.
Yeah. Or have you thought about doing it this way? And like, that's a great idea. I'm like, hey. And then I'll leave because I'm the ideas man with no responsibilities attached to it.
I don't know. I've come up with a lot of the ideas.
You have. You've done really well.
Yeah. It's a lot of hard work, but I mean, it can be fairly difficult as well.
It's been an interesting experience, right? Because as you say, you've got something, but you're in the neurodiverse category. And I don't know too much about it, but it's interesting trying to see through your eyes on how you view things compared to how I view things. And it is completely different. And there's a lot of the things that goes through your mind and your thought process that I would never understand. Or you're always 20 steps ahead of what's happening. And I don't see that vision. So it does make it interesting to really try and do something like this together, like a big piece of work. And that's the thing, we haven't really done anything really together, having a relationship aside. It's interesting to, I keep saying interesting because I don't really know the word for it, but it's very different working with someone who's so many steps ahead, but can't really bring it back to take me on the journey as well. Yeah, so it's been a very interesting experience. All I say is interesting. Because it is interesting, and it has been.
I think you're trying to be extremely diplomatic.
And I'd say, would I do it again? I would say no. But the good thing is that it's done now. And we're just filming episodes.
Well, we haven't actually posted this yet. And if we do post this, we've got like 1,000 more to go. And you've said no, and we haven't even posted the first one yet.
No, but I'm talking about setting everything up.
That was intense.
Turning it from an idea, not even an idea, not even a concept, just this throwaway comment into something that is now tangible and something that exists.
But it's not even really been something that I like, even though it's extremely hard, difficult to structure all the thoughts in my mind, like, and get them into a working order that we can actually execute what we need to do. Like, I feel so much more comfortable being in a situation that I can have someone tell me what to do, which you've been absolutely amazing in our marriage in a lot of ways.
Am I telling you what to do the whole time?
Well, I mean, it gets annoying, but just those basic things of reminding me what the time is, helping me with keeping the kids organized, bedtime routines, lunches, just staying structured and routine. I really need a lot of that too. So it's been difficult not having you take the lead on this, and frustrating.
That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I can bring structure and routine and doing it this way and doing it that way. And if you remember to brush your teeth, not you, but the kids, you should remember. So it's been great for that. But yeah, this is so, we both don't have the experience with this. You probably do. You're a bit more than me because of what you do in your secular life. You've got a little bit more experience than what I would have with this sort of stuff.
You've got as well software, and we've still got design and all of that in the background.
Well, that's probably something about us, isn't it? That we both, I think that's what both started us down in a good relationship as well, is that you're heavily into design and technology and creative arts, I guess, or digital creative arts. Yeah. And I always say I should have been a graphic designer in another life.
Yeah, and you're so good at it.
That's what I always wanted to do. But it just never, I fell into IT instead of anything graphic designy or video creation or content creation. I would love to have done that sort of stuff. So this is a good outlet. But yeah, it has been, it has been an experience.
Huge.
Doing this together.
This is scary. This is wild.
Yeah.
I think we just go for it and just continue doing it and see where that takes us. What's the worst thing that can happen? We grow, and the experience that we've got, even just together as well. Huge learning curve. And like, I can't see anything but a positive in the long run coming out of something like this.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, well, hopefully. Yes, we couldn't do it without our viewers. So we really do. We do appreciate that you're even watching this and following us on this journey. But yeah, do we want to close this off?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think this has been a good little intro into sort of what to expect, who we are, a little bit about where we've come from without giving too much away, I think, as well. But I think that, over the next couple of weeks, it will be an interesting journey to see where we really go with what we're doing. And we obviously want to keep the content really engaging. So I think it's a good thing to go into sort of the personal backgrounds of us and how we view things and what we think about things as well. But I know since we've been doing this, I've had to... It's been good for me actually working with you on this piece of work, on this project. I've had to become a lot more assertive than what I would usually be, I think, as well. And just voicing my opinion or telling you, you know what, stop, slow down.
And I need that.
Pull your head in.
Yeah.
You're
I
obsessing
need that.
about
I need
something.
it. Yes, and but I can hear that. I can take that. I need that. I want that, and that's something that I can handle and take. I'm not sure that you'd like it if I said that to you, though.
No, I just go in a big sulk and go sit in my room and close the door and
You
put my
would. You
headphones
really
on
do
and
need to just get over yourself.
watch an episode of Star Trek Voyager or something just to make me happy in my happy
Yes,
place.
just get over yourself. So no, yes, I appreciate that feedback. I do need that, and I take that on board very quickly. And I'm not going to. I think we're going to do well together. We're
I
going
would
to
have
be.
thought so after 3 years of marriage so far.
Well, I mean, it's only 3. Can we make it like we'll talk again in 6 years? No, we're going to be fine.
Yes, let's hope. So that adds another layer to our journey
Watch and
as
see
well.
how we go.
Is that will this relationship survive over the course of at least seasons 1 to 6? You've given us a time frame, so that'll be interesting as well to see whether.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.